Hey guys, I'm Will, and welcome to another adventure with Adventure the Whole Way. This trip, we're in Washington in the Randle, Packwood, and White Pass area, and the views were absolutely stunning. We had great views of Mount Ranier, Mount Adams, and Mount St Helens, and we rode a whole lot of forest roads. Some of the roads had some washout issues from all the rain last year and from the winter, but we enjoyed riding on some muddy roads, some snowy roads, and some roads that were just overgrown and pinstriping the Jeep really bad. We're expert trail guides with Onyx Off-Road, and we mapped 11 trails this weekend. We try to go on an adventure every week, so there'll be a new video next week. We hope to see you for that one, but we hope you enjoyed this one first. Please like, follow, and subscribe. We are Adventure the Whole Way on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Enjoy the video, and we'll see you for the next one. Good morning, guys. It is Sunday morning, the 19th, I believe. We are headed out for another weekend. We're in the vicinity of Trout Lake right now, about 12 miles south of it. But we're headed back to Snoqualmie. Going to try to map some more trails. If everything goes according to plan, we'll be camping by a lake tonight, and then tomorrow we'll probably be back over in the state land up above Yakima, mapping a few more of those rutted up dirt trails out there. So come along with us and we'll see what we find. We do have a winch on the front this time if anything goes south. Haven't got one for the rear yet, but one is better than none. And let's have a good time. Mount Adams. Alright guys, we are on White's Pass, which is Highway 12. If we stayed straight on this, it'd take us all the way back into Natchez where we were last weekend. But we're riding on the right hand side of the road. We got St Helens on the left hand side. We can see the base of Ranier, the top's up in the clouds. And when we crested a hill just a few minutes ago, we could see Mount Adams straight ahead of us. But it's pretty cloudy today, so probably not going to get great views. But we were headed up to the trails, taking Forest Road 23 up above Trout Lake, and it's still blocked with snow. So 2-hour detour, and now we should be on the dirt within the next 10 minutes or so. Alright, we're finally on the dirt. Good view of St. Helens right there, covered in snow. We summited that one last year and stood up on the top of the crater. That was one of the best views I've ever seen in my entire life, standing up there watching the mountain vent. But we are headed up this road, and the first trail we're gonna do is just ahead up here. So winding up a mountainside, and we're up above all the small hills around us, so we got a good view of St. Helens. Hopefully we get a little bit more, but this is what we're riding up right now is Bremer Mountain. So headed to the top. What's up, guys? So if you don't know me, there's not much that I don't like. I like shelf roads. I like sketchy. Yeah, I like it, but I ain't like this. Big washout on top of a tree, big hole this side, washout. Clearly, somebody has gone a little too far. Might have ended up on that tree. You can see my track right here. Somebody took a ratchet strap and made a bridge out of all these trees. And for the sake of not turning around and going back, I took it, but that's at least 10 feet down. But Jeep came right over it, but I 10 out of 10 don't recommend. It was popping, and I mean it's sturdy enough. It's got a steel ramp under it, but I don't like it. So hopefully we run into no more of this on the way out of here. Alright guys, this has been the most pinstripingest trail, and our exit was supposed to be another trail taking you over to Goose Lake, which is impassable, so we're having to double back through every bit of this pinstriping. So we'll just say we're at the Pacific Northwest car wash, getting the little bristle brushes on the side. I'm not thrilled with it, but I'm not thrilled that we got to go back through this wash that we came through just a minute ago. But once we get through this wash section, then it's pretty straightforward back to that big patch of snow we went through. There's no way we'll make it to our lake spot that we had planned before dark, so depending on what the time looks like, we may camp in a spot that we found with a good view of Mount Ranier, or we might just push on in the dark and pull up at camp in the dark tonight. So we'll see what happens, see what kind of time we make getting back through this, and we'll catch up with you on the flip side. Alright guys, we are finishing up over here, mapping for today. We've done 5 trails, but we're in this last hour of daylight. It's 7:40. The skies opened up pretty good for us. Had a good view of the mountains. We were looking at Mount Adams, Mount St Helens, and then this is Mount Ranier, the only 14,000 foot mountain in Washington. Oregon doesn't have one either. I think the closest are California and Colorado. But it's been pretty out here. It's been muddy. We picked up quite a few pinstripes, I'm sure. Found a couple great campsites if we're ever back over in this area. Saw a big old black bear. Couldn't get a picture of it because it took off running up the road, but is the biggest one we've seen out here. We saw one in Mount Hood last year that was probably 300 pounds, and then when we were actually bear hunting, we saw a little small bear that might have been 150 pounds. So as far as black bear in the Pacific Northwest, it's the biggest one we've seen yet. So it's just a beautiful area looking at the mountains. Found a camp spot that is just absolutely awesome. It's up high on a flat spot, kind of like you're looking, at a TV screen of Mount Ranier. So hopefully our camp spot's good where we're headed, and I'm not kicking myself for leaving it, but it's been a good day. So that being said, we're going to try to book it over to camp, and we'll see you there. What's up, guys? We have made it to camp. So, as it sometimes goes when you pick out camp spots ahead of time, looked like a great spot. I'm sure it is, but we were probably 3 miles away from the lake, and there is a washout that just completely wiped the road away. There's no road left. There's a spot where side-by-sides have kind of went around the washout and can still access the trail, but I'm not that skinny in the Jeep. We went through a couple washes on the way in. Also doesn't help that it was dark, but that's just part of it too. Made around some washes. We're like a quarter mile off of the trail to the lake. There was an uphill trail, sorry, I'm tired, to this campground. Struggling. This is a camping spot on the end of a road. Big wide open spot. There's a fire ring, but we're gonna rock the propane fire pit. Dogs are happy to be out. They got room to stretch their legs and play. We're gonna get some dinner going. I'll give you a picture of dinner. It's some kind of beef and rice and mushrooms, some sausage, I think. So I'll put a picture of that in, and we will check in with you in the morning. But for now, that's it. And we are gonna enjoy the stars because the sky is clear. So dinner, fire pit, stars, sleep. See you in the morning. Hi guys, it's Monday morning. We just got everything packed up. We had coffee and muffins for breakfast. Camp is just a open spot. It's pretty flat. Had to get up on rock a little bit to level out, but nothing to write home about. Through the trees you can see a little snow cap, but not really a view. But I was really upset because I was kicking myself saying I should have stayed at the one with the view of Ranier, but it's cloudy and overcast this morning, so probably couldn't have seen it anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But now we're gonna take White's Pass, Highway 12, back over towards Natchez and Yakima towards the state of Washington land that we rode some roads on last weekend. And we got 5 done yesterday. If we can get about 5 today, that'd be a good weekend. So come along with us. Everybody's loaded up. We gone. Alright guys, we are off of Highway 12, White's Pass, so we went through Packwood and now we're over here by Soda Springs and that general area, mapping a few trails up here in the forest up above Packwood. Gonna try to hit a couple more, hit a good patch of snow. We stopped and let the dogs play a little bit. It's beautiful out here, but it's about 1:20. We got, I don't know, 7 hours of daylight left to explore, and ain't in no hurry for the weekend to end, so we'll see you with what's next.
Front one, yeah. Well, I don't know if you're clear to the back. Not yet. It just kept you around.
Alright, it's getting a little bit later in the day, coming up on 6 o'clock here. We've still been mapping trails. I think for the trip we're at like 11 or 12 so far. This last one took a little bit of time, had to cut a whole bunch of trees out the way, but as we go back down we'll have views of this cliffside over here the whole way, and the occasional glimpse of the big mountain. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but the ice is sloshing around in the cooler. Sorry about that. But it's been a good day of riding trails, and I think we're gonna try to go get one or two more real quick. So any cool sights we see, we'll see you for that. If not, we'll give you an update here shortly. But here's a good view of the mountain. This is Mount Ranier, through these little leafless trees right here. I'll stop right about here and you'll have a good view of it, I think. But this whole, we're not far from Rimrock Lake right now. We're pretty close to Natchez, but this whole Mount Ranier, Packwood, Rimrock area, it's just a beautiful area, and we've really enjoyed being up here this weekend. So we'll see you with what's next. Enjoy the views. Alright, we're riding down 12 and stopped right here to see Lava Creek Falls. There's a road that goes over to it, but it's not in the zone we're trying to map, so we're not going to do it today. But that's a massive waterfall, and I guess that's an old lava flow that's made the bed there. I don't know, but it's beautiful. Alright guys, we've made it down from White's Pass. Hope you enjoyed the footage of Clear Creek Falls. That was a spectacular waterfall. This is Rimrock Lake we are riding beside. We're back over in the Bethel Ridge area, which is where we were last weekend when we got stuck. But it's been a good weekend. We haven't gotten stuck. I did go into a snowdrift and test out the winch on purpose. All worked the way it should, so that's a good sign. We got maybe an hour and a half of daylight left. Was debating going in and doing another trail, but by the time we got done, it'd be pushing dark. So we're just gonna go ahead and start moseying towards home. We've mapped 11 trails. We've seen a whole lot of sights. Had really good views of Mount Ranier this weekend, Mount St Helens, Mount Adams. Drove in some snow, drove in some mud. It's been a good weekend. We camped last night in a decent spot. Didn't have a great view. Wasn't the best campsite ever, but we have found a couple really nice ones that I'm sure we'll be back to one day. So we're chalking it up as a win, and we'll see you next weekend. I believe we're going to be in the Colville National Forest. A little bit different than usual. Typically we're off on Sundays and Mondays, but next week we're going to be off on Monday and Tuesday. So we get off a little bit earlier on Sunday than we normally get off, so we'll be able to make the drive. It's a little bit further than here. It's about a 4.5 hour ride. We'll be able to get there at a reasonable time and camp and start mapping trails and checking things out. I've been to Colville once before. Kaylee's never been, so it'll be a good weekend. All new sights for us, and we're looking forward to it. Please like, follow, and subscribe. We're Adventure the Whole Way on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Trying to grow that channel, trying to make quality videos. If you like it, drop us a comment saying you appreciate the video and look forward to the next one. And we'll see you next week.